Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Maxing a Level 3 Skiller in 1 year. Now, as you can see by our little outfit here, in the last episode we managed to get our brown graceful, which for anyone that doesn't know, the first time I did this challenge was kind of the outfit we wore the entire time. It was in every thumbnail, similar to this time around. Just kind of been an iconic outfit on the account, even though it's nothing crazy. But I'm happy we got it. We managed to get our 260 marks of grace at 67 agility. So if you didn't see that episode, definitely go check that out. If you guys have seen the first couple of episodes, leave a smiley face in the comments. I'm super curious to see who's actually caught up on the series, and I'm super excited to keep making these videos for you guys. As you can tell right now, they've been about twice a week. I'm going to try to keep it that way until the progress slows down, and then they'll be slowing down to once a week, just like before. So here's a quick look at the stats before we get into today's episode. As you can see, our hunter is quickly kind of passing our crafting level, which means we're going to be capped on what kind of birdhouses we can do pretty quickly here, because right now we can only do up to maple logs, which is where we're at for birdhouses. So the big focus on this episode is going to be getting a lot of crafting XP. Now, the first time I did this challenge, crafting was actually our first 99 just because of how useful the crafting cape teleport is, especially when you get into the rune crafting grind. So I'm thinking we might aim to do that again. But regardless, we're going to get a decently high crafting level in this episode, just so we can keep improving our birdhouses mainly, and slowly work towards that 99 crafting. But first things first, like always, we need to do a birdhouse run, and there is 46. So I have decided to buy a bunch of diamonds, and we're going to be cutting diamonds up until level 66 crafting, which is where air battle staffs are unlocked. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, cutting gems is pretty quick XP, especially at these lower levels. However, it is a little bit pricey, so it's not exactly the easiest training method for anyone to do. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get up to level 66, and then we'll be moving on to air battle staffs. They are a little cheaper than I remember. Last time I did this challenge, we were doing green d'hide bodies, but we're going to try some air battle staffs this time around, and maybe we'll move on to some higher level d'hides later on. And quick little check-in, level 50 crafting, not even a few minutes later. And there's level 60. And there is 66 crafting, which is the air battle staffs I was talking about earlier. We're going to go do a birdhouse seaweed run and then come back to some crafting. So we're now moving on to the air battle staffs. We're going to be doing this for quite a few hours. I'm not too sure how many updates I'm going to give, but probably the milestone levels like 70, 75, stuff like that. There's level 70 crafting, 75 crafting. This is one of my favorite parts about farming. 7200, 7200, and 7200. So nice. So I know it's not the most exciting content, but I've literally just been non-stop crafting for like the past day and a half. We're up to 79. We're doing probably air battle stats all the way to 99 because at the time of this recording, which is currently December 4th, it's like a 20 mil loss from where I'm at right now to 99, which is pretty much a free 99. And it's like over 300k per hour, so it's super worth doing this method. Not sure what level we're going to go for in this video, but crafting will be incoming soon because I actually have 2 weeks off of work, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to be putting in some big gamer hours, so let's get back to it. There's level 80 crafting. There is 85 crafting. I think we're going to keep grinding this a little bit, but I'll try not to bore you with too much more crafting in this video. There's level 60 farming, which means we can now plant yew trees, and we're also going to start planting these fruit trees, just for some more XP, and now the trees are starting to get pretty expensive as well, and fruit trees are always cheap. So I've been AFKing a little bit, and there's level 70 fishing. Nice little milestone there. I think it's time we're going to move on to something else now, though. This video's been mostly just crafting, which I know is kind of boring, but for you guys it's been like a couple of clips. For me it's been like 3 million XP, so quite a few hours. We're going to move on to something a little faster, probably just to round out the episode here. I'm not too sure yet, but you guys will find out. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and get up to 35 woodcutting. At level 35, we unlock the teak trees. And I said it in the last video, I think, but we plan on cutting the teak trees that we have planted on Fossil Island. However, we're still training farming, so we're not going to be cutting them just yet. But we're going to go ahead and get 35. This shouldn't take too long at all. Nice little total level boost as well. So I went and quickly bought all the tools we need. We're kind of just slowly working up through the axes. We already have a dragon axe in the bank, traded over from our last level 3 challenge attempt. But we're only going to be going up to Addy Axe right now anyway, so let's go ahead and just quickly bang out some woodcutting levels. And there's level 15 woodcutting. Decided to come just east of Artie here because it's got regular trees, oak trees, a bunch of them, and then a huge clump of willow trees right here, which is where we're going to be for a little bit. I'm also just going to be dropping logs, and I'm going to be dropping the axes as I no longer need them, just because there's really no reason to bank this stuff. It's pretty worthless. There is 21 woodcutting, which means we're dropping this steel axe and moving on to the mithril. There's level 30 woodcutting. We can now move on to the willow trees, which are just over here, big clump of them. And there's the 31 woodcutting, which means adamant axe, which means we're dropping this mithril axe and continuing on to level 35. There is our 35 woodcutting, which unlocks teak trees, which is where we're going to stop for now. And another quick birdhouse level. We're up to level 52 hunter. Not too bad. The next thing we're going to do in this video is go ahead and get level 50 fire making. We're just going to do it by buying the logs. And obviously 50 fire making is a requirement for Wintertod. The more like midterm goal for this account is 85 fire making, which unlocks the infernal axe once we get to 61 woodcutting, which is just a good passive way of getting fire making XP while we chop the teak trees that we were just talking about. So we're not going to be going all the way to 99 fire making like we did last time. 85 is kind of the midterm goal, but for now is level 50, just so we can unlock Wintertod for a future episode. So I'm literally just going to be like backlighting logs in the GE here, no crazy like 4-row GE fire making methods. It's not going to take very long to get level 50. We're starting here at level 30, which is I think what we got in like the second episode, which was the requirement for the sea slug quest. We're going to be doing willow logs up until level 45, and then from 45 to 50, we're just going to burn some maple logs. There's level 40 fire making, 10 more levels. I missed it, of course, but we just got 45 fire making, so let's move on to some maple logs. And as usual, I missed the level, but we got 50 fire making, which was our goal for now. Our trees are done, so let's go do our first farm run with yew trees. Let's see the XP drop on our first yew tree. That's so nice. 61 farming. So just doing my runs, and I'm kind of just looking at our total level here. I think we're just going to go to 600 total in this episode. It'll end on a nice clean number. In order to do that, I don't know, we'll just get 8 levels in something, I guess. So I don't know if I'm going to get 8 mining levels, but I decided to grab the rune pick and just start spinning in circles here. I showed this spot in episode 1 or 2, I believe. It's right here on Fossil Island, next to 2 birdhouses, and you just kind of mine 3 iron. Once we get 60 mining, we can enter the mining guild, and there's a better spot there, but until then, this is the spot we're going to use. And as usual, we're just going to drop the iron because it is not worth banking on a normal account. I said in a couple episodes ago, I think, that I need to spend more time mining than I did in the last attempt at this challenge, because we were like 5 months into the challenge, and we only had like 60 mining, which was pretty bad. Considering mining's probably the worst skill in this challenge. There are skills that are more hours, I think, like runecrafting, but mining is pretty click intensive compared to a skill like runecrafting or even agility. I'm kind of just like running through ideas in my head of how I want to approach mining, and I was maybe thinking like maybe go for 100k XP per day, and that way it's just kind of done after a while. If you just consistently do that 100k XP per day, but I'm not really sure if I'm willing to commit to that, or if I just want to do like some big mining day, like once a week do like a big mining day. But I'm not really sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Or maybe I could just structure it in a way to where I get a certain amount of mining XP every week, and that way it'll line up well with being done at the end of the year. I also need to take into account the 1 point something mil XP you get for runecrafting. I'm going to do like a little bit of research and then maybe come back to you with an answer, because I'm kind of just spitballing ideas out loud right now. I don't really know what I'm doing. So if I did about 250k XP per week, I'd be pretty much done 99 mining in the span of 52 weeks. It's definitely doable. It's about 5 to 6 hours of mining per week of this method, which isn't too bad in like when you take into account like a 7-day long week at 40k XP per hour. It's not too bad at all. Some weeks I could do more than others. I think that would be a better idea than trying to do the 100k XP per day, because the 100k XP per day would have me done in like half a year, which there's really no need to do it in half a year and just burn out on mining. Like, mining's probably my last 99 realistically, just because it's like the worst skill for this challenge. But that's kind of my thinking out loud process. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions in the comments. The other option I kind of just thought of was do like an hour a day, get about 40k XP per day. It'd be about 325-ish days, which would meet the under 1 year requirement, which seems a little bit more reasonable to just do an hour a day. But, you know, I say it now, and there's going to be days where I log in and don't feel like doing this for an hour a day. Again, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. There's level 52 mining. Just ordered a pizza from Domino's, of course. That's the only good pizza option. Don't even try to tell me otherwise. We're just going to have a nice chill night of XP. I don't think we're going to be mining for too much after our 1 hour session here, but we'll see. And here's 53 mining, still on the grind. And here is 54 mining. There's 55 mining. As you can see in the top left here, we're getting about 42k per hour. Been going for about an hour and a half so far. Kind of just randomly started lagging out of nowhere, which makes this a not so fun activity because it's pretty click dependent and it's not very responsive at the moment. And here we have it. Never mind. Here we have it. 58 mining. No unlocks. More importantly, 600 total level, which was the goal for this video. So this is actually where we're going to be ending the video because we reached our goal. Here's a quick look at the stats. We basically just did a bunch of crafting, and then we just kind of got some miscellaneous total levels up. Some stuff that would be easy. But I'm going to be taking a break from mining now because, you know, almost 3 hours worth of mining is enough for me for one day. If you guys made it this far, as always, absolutely love you all. Be sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you next time.